Now you may say, but white is associated with purity, with innocence, with simplicity, and all these wonderful virtues highlight the sanctity of marriage. It's your wedding day, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day. Baya Shadanam Lanje, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day. Bakunya Lakajeno, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day. Baya Shadanam Lanje, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day. Bakunya laka jenu. I do, 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 I do. The late Brenda Fassie could sing. She was super talented. May her soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Today, I want to talk about weddings. Specifically, I'd like to focus on the tradition of brides wearing white on their wedding day. This is something I've been thinking about recently. You know, when I was preparing for my wedding, I knew I was going to wear a white wedding dress by default. It was the norm then. It is still the norm now. In fact, the majority of brides wear white on their wedding day. So my challenge was just finding the dress I wanted and making sure the price was within my budget. But who said or made it the norm that a bride must wear white on her big day? Or let me put it this way. What flexibility does a bride have when it comes to her choosing the color of her dress? I did some research and I found out that this trend of brides wearing white on their wedding day began after Queen Victoria wore a white dress to wed her husband, Prince Albert, in 1840. Over time, it became a widely accepted and expected practice, meaning the world expects you, the bride, to wear a white wedding dress. Otherwise, people would say all sorts of things about you. Let's talk about Queen Victoria for a minute. She was the Queen of the United Kingdom from 1837 to 1901. She became a queen at the age of 18. She married her first cousin, yes. Her husband, Prince Albert, was her first cousin. I didn't even know this until recently. Anyway, she reigned for approximately 64 years. But prior to her reign, there were no standardized expectations regarding wedding attires. A bride could wear whatever choice of clothing and color of clothing she wanted, including white. Obviously, Queen Victoria wasn't the first person to wear a white dress on her wedding day, but it was after she did it that it became popular, it became a thing, it became a trend. Now you may say, but white is associated with purity, with innocence, with simplicity, and all these wonderful virtues highlight the sanctity of marriage. Now think about this carefully. The color white does not transfer these virtues to the bride. The bride is assumed to possess these virtues. But if she shows up in, say, a green dress, does that mean she lacks these virtues? Let's look at it from a different angle. The groom, on the other hand, is expected to also embody these attributes, these virtues, right? But he's not restricted to the color of suit he can wear. He can choose to wear black, he can choose to wear blue, he can choose to wear whatever color of suit he wants, he can wear. But why is it that the bride doesn't have that flexibility? The tradition of grooms wearing suits on their wedding day is a story for another day. But let me ask you this, and I would like you to share your thoughts in the comment section. What if a groom chooses to wear, say, a cultural attire? Shouldn't he be allowed to get married? Now, let's take this a step further. We are who we are because of what Christ did on the cross for us. On our own, we can't claim to be pure, we can't claim to be innocent, right? We can claim all these wonderful virtues because of what Christ did on the cross for us. And now you may say, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't did it, I didn't do it. Oh my goodness. You might not have done A, B, C, D, but maybe you did E, F, G, H. We are who we are because of what Christ did for us. The point I'm trying to make, my dear, is clear and is simple. The bride and the groom should be allowed to choose whatever type of clothing and color of clothing they want. And when I say choice of clothing, or when I say whatever clothing, this includes traditional or cultural wears. My friend, marriage is way more serious and important than the choice of clothing or the color of clothing. I hope with these few points of mine, I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that. Anyway, I hope you got the message. I hope you got the message. Okay, this is me signing out. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.